Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bikram Yoga. Can I get you to come up to your feet, please? Toes and heels together, top of the towel or mat. Bikram Yoga is vinyasa yoga, flow yoga. There's no less flow here than there is in a power yoga class we teach. Moving smoothly in and out of postures is just a big part of it. So right now, just practicing standing pose. If you can't do a little thing, how can you do a big thing? Make this a yoga posture every time we come into it. Interlace the fingers, place the knuckles under the chin, cross the thumbs, tips of the thumbs are in contact with the throat, elbows together, exhale through the nose. Inhale, inhale slowly. Everybody is settling. Nice, long, slow flow. So the first breath, just make it nice and long and slow. Belly in tight at the top. Drop the head back, exhale. This is an integration series. We're all just getting present in the yoga room. Keep the elbows high and forward, straight spine, breath consistent. Inhale. So what I mean is I don't want it to fade away as we come to the top. I want it to ring all the way up to the top. Try to soften your traps. Draw the belly in tightly. Drop the head back. Exhale for you, Claudia. Slow flow. Make a loud H-A ha sound. Consistent exhale. Don't let it fade away. Inhale. The gaze changes slowly by pressing the chin into the knuckles. So find the flow. Find that nice, smooth flow. Exhale. Hear and feel your breath. Let the mind start to vanish into your process. Inhale into your breath. This is a Kriya class. Exhale from the exact same lineage as the Kriya we teach here comes from. Keep the spine long and flat. Elbows stay right here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Strong and consistent. Settle into it. Don't be in a hurry, please. Inhale, long, slow flow. Everything we do today, long, slow flow, except for the very last breath exercise. Exhale. Eyes open. I want you to be present. Everybody, eyes open. Whole class. Inhale, last one of the first set. Exhale, slow flow. Slip into the gap. Arms at your side, eyes in the front mirror. This is a super well-trained yoga room. Nice job, everybody. Whatever you just did, continue to do it, please. Second set, interlace the fingers, opposite pinky in front. Please change your grip if you didn't. That's probably half of y'all. Knuckles under the chin, cross the thumbs, tips of the thumbs in contact with the throat, elbows together, exhale, ideally moving with that dialogue. Inhale. Strong, consistent, focused breath. Exhale. All of your awareness, all your energy and intent in your breath. Inhale. One of our Kriyas can change your Bikram class forever. It becomes a breath exercise. It becomes a Kriya. Can you relate to that? Exhale. Completely different. Inhale. It's a system of yoga. This is kind of entry level, but it sure is effective. Lift up, John. Draw your middle ribs in. Nice flat back. Exhale. Keep it flat. So just find the flow here. Listen to it. Hear it, feel it, and move with it. Inhale. It's like we're singing happy birthday together. Keep the pranayama, deep breathing that simple. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Some of you letting the elbows drop just a little bit. Please be aware of it. Exhale. Stay present with what you're doing, please. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one. There's a gap at the bottom and the top. Slip into it. Exhale. Arms at your side, eyes in the mirror, rolling the shoulders out if you need to, only if you need to. Guys, that was perfect pranayama deep breathing. Eyes off floor. Looking away isn't perfect there, though. Let's maintain the standing pose, please. Inhale the arms over that, interlace the fingers, extend the index fingers, cross the thumbs. With your chin up and biceps behind the ears, stretch up, locking the arms out from the elbows. Get a good tight grip and come down to the right and to the left several times. But long and strong. Lifted through the chest, not collapsing the body, pushing through the heels, pushing the hips out. And then come back up to a center position. We used to go backward and forward. I kind of like it, especially in morning classes. Not today. Back in the center position, chin up, arms back, stretch up and glue the palms. Get a really tight grip. Bring the back of the head and the arms onto the wall. So as tight of a grip as you can get, lifted through the chest, long and strong. Bring your toes and heels together. And pull with the right arm, press your hips out. You got really good examples of how to do this stuff ahead of you. So bring your chin up and arms back and lift the chest to bring your shoulder under a little bit. See it? See how she's doing it? She's doing it. So you're going to lift the right middle rib cage to lift the left middle rib cage. I figure if you come here, you want to learn how to do it. Palms tight from the elbows. If I can lock my arms out, you can lock your arms out, and I can. Back of the head and arms on the wall as you lift through the chest. So open up all those energy channels in your body right now. The right shoulder starting to come back. Guys, you got to be so intuitive about where that hard stop is, because once you come past it, it's really hard to feel it. I've just really very recently realized in my practice. This is the last opportunity. Make that bow tension and come back up to a center position. Please don't get ahead of me. Chin up, arms back, stretch up and glue your palms. Bring the weight in the heels by bringing the back of the head and the arms onto the wall. Do not let the left shoulder come back even a little bit. Be really curious where that hard stop is, not how far down you can come. Lift the chest up, get long and strong, and push your hip out. Pull with the left arm. Again, the left shoulder, perfect. The left shoulder stays tucked under. It's just really tricky. If you do this posture a lot, it's harder to know where that is. Because once you come past it, you can't really feel it. And again, it's just very recently in my practice that I've realized that I tend to do that sometimes. We want to always think about what the posture is doing for you in Bikram yoga. There's never any ego or intent as far as how far down you can come. This looks really nice right here. Push through the right heel, push your hip out, bring the chin up and arms back, back of the head and arms. So lift to get the back of the head and the arms onto the wall behind you. One more time, back of the head and arms up. Stretch out, open energy channels. Squeeze. You're not done. You're already done in your mind. You're coming out of it in your mind. Come back up to center position. You're already done. You're waiting to come out. Drop the head back easily. Lots of ways I know. Lift through the thighs. Draw your low abs in. Look back. Go back. And then bring the arms back last. So look back as far as you can, then go back. You'll be able to look back further. And then bring the arms back, trying to open up through the upper back right now. Active thighs, active abdominal lock, drawing the abs and middle ribs in, and drawing the lower abs in our backward bends, lifting out of sacrum, and then lift back up through the chest, come back up. We're just barely getting going, guys. Inhale, stretch up and glue the palms together, and hinge at the hips and fold. Chin away from chest, flat back. Please bend the knees instead of dropping the arms or chin, like you just did. Bend your knees more. And then walk it out, squat it out. So all you're doing right now is trying to release that backward bend. This is an integration series you're doing right now. This isn't even warm-up yet. We're just getting in the room right now. This is a big part of it. And then bend the knees, squat down, bring the chest onto the thighs, cup your heels from behind. Squeeze the knees together with the elbows. Tuck your chin under the knees and lift your hips up. Pull the forehead into the shins. I don't care how straight your legs are. I care that you have torso to thigh contact. And really pulling. Make your biceps bulge as you work the forearms further behind the calves. That's it. Beautiful. So slide the torso down the thighs. If you can touch your forehead to the shins, go ahead and do it. Bring the weight forward if your legs are straight or pretty much straight. And release. Chin away from chest. Arms with ears so the back is flat. Inhale, come up. Upper back flat, up with soft knees for almost everybody here. Exhale, arms to your side when you're up. and standing pose. Let the posture wash through the body like a wave of energy. Let it go with the breath. Don't hold on to it. Let it go. Second set, inhale the arms over that, opposite pinky in front. Chin up, arms back, stretch up, and glue your palms tightly together. Inhale up as high as you can, lock it, and pull with the right arm, press your hips out. Where is the hard stop? Not how far down can I come today. Where is that hard stop? You can't go any further, that's it. And then that's where your work is. It's not to try to come past that point. It's try to open up. That's it. Chin up, arms back, squeeze the palms. So it's like you're locking the right arm out to lock the left arm out. Much better job keeping the right shoulder forward. So lift the right middle rib cage to lift the left middle rib cage. Squeeze your elbows all the way. I have to work hard to do it. She's working hard to do it. And come back up to center. Shoulder square, please. Chin up, arms back, stretch up and glue your palms. And pull with the left arm, press your hips out to the right. Keeping the left shoulder forward and the right hip forward. A couple of y'all are dropping that shoulder back again here. I'm not going to say any names right now, but I've been picking on both of you a lot for doing it lately. So lift the chest up. Again, I've got a couple on my really advanced practices dropping that left shoulder back here, guys. I'd like you to be super intuitive about it next time we come into it. Arms back, not you. You're not doing it. And come back up and drop the head back easily. Lift through the thighs, draw the low abs in, look back. Go back, bring the arms back. Always, what's the posture doing for you? This is support here. We're looking for support from the big muscle groups in the legs right now, creating the airbag effect, drawing the low abs in. Breath is always your support. Biceps with the ears, continue to breathe, and lift through the chest back up. Good work today. Stay here. Don't be in a hurry to do anything. Chin up, arms back, stretch up and glue your palms. And hinge at the hips and fold with a flat back, arms with ears, chin is away from the chest. Please bend your knees and have a flat back all the way to the floor. Most of you have to bend your knees a lot to do that. And then walk it out, squat it out. Releasing the back bend, just settling into yoga mode. And then bend the knees, chest to thigh contact. Cup the heels from behind. Tuck the chin under the knees. And lift the hips up, pull the forehead into the shins. Pull hard, squeeze the knees together with your elbows. Slide the torso further down the shins and get nice contact here. So all the Bikram postures are tight, compact postures. Get that tight, compact feeling here, forehead to shins. And release, chin away from chest, arms with ears, set it up nicely. Soften the knees, most of you, and then inhale, come up flat, back supported. Just inhale right up through that sticky spot. Exhale your arms to your side. Standing pose. I love it. Step 6 inches to the right. Heels behind the toes. Bring the arms up in front of you. Shoulder height, shoulder width. Thumbs with fingers around your shoulders forward. You're doing a great job. Lift your chest with inhale. Sit back, exhale. Like I pulled the chair up behind you, I want you to sit way back and reach back to the chair. Bring the weight into the heels, the toes up, the balls of the feet up. I'd like everybody to try to get a must-reach feeling here. If you dropped your arms, would you fall on your butt? And I mean immediately you should fall on your butt right now. George has that feeling. Nice. You've got a nice practice. This looks really good. And come back up. Right onto the tips of the big toes. Lift the knees, lift the heels. Tuck the tailbone and descend your imaginary wall. David also. Upper back on the wall. Knees up, heels up. My yoga teacher used to say our job is to maintain our present level of perfection. Your very best. She's good. What an athlete. Knees up, heels up, focus. You have to concentrate and meditate. Keep your drishti and care about it. Rebecca, beautiful. Push on your wall. Keep the knees and heels high all the way up. When you're up, rock down. Come back up an inch or two only. Squeeze the inner thighs and knees tightly together. Tuck the tailbone. Point your knees to the floor. Slide down your imaginary wall. Use a wall like you're in a pantomime class, folks. But use it. Jake, do you build a wall every time you do this? Every time, huh? I can see it. I can see it. I'm imagining John does too. Push the knees down. So, Caddy, I want you to push the knees to the floor and lift your chest up. You're going to be more stable. Just squeeze, lift the chest, and point the knees down. You can do this. You can do this. Use the wall. Lift the chest. Push against the wall. Squeeze and push against the wall. When you're up, rock down, right foot back to left, arms at your side. We're starting our ascent up our Bikram mountain today. To me, this is kind of like a day hike we go on. We go on a little 90-minute, really, day hike up and down a mountain. That's all. If you have to sit down, you have to sit down and rest. Your very best. But the heart rate's supposed to be going up here. That's part of our class. Your job is to control it. I'm seeing some really nice yoga practice in here today, guys. Step 6 inches to the right. I just gave you a nice little break. Bring the arms up in front of you, shoulder height, shoulder width. Round the shoulders forward, lift the chest with inhale. Bring your feet wider, Rebecca, hip width. Sit back, exhale. Whatever they do, do it. That's all. Just whatever they do, you do that. So lift the chest up, sit back. I'm picking on you because you're right in the middle of my aisleways there, so I'm going to just pick on you. Come all the way back. There's other reasons as well. Lift the toes up, lift the balls of the feet up. So I want you to, it's like you're barefoot water skiing ideally right now as you come back into it. Sean's got that feeling. And come back up, right onto the tips of the big toes. Lift your knees, lift your heels, tuck your tailbone, and descend your wall. Lift the knees, lift the heels, upper back on the wall, not carrying how far down. You come carrying about maintaining that wall, so stop right there and bring your heels high. As high as you can. Lift the knees to lift the heels. Really good today. And push against the wall to come up. There's no judgment here, folks. Rock down, keep the arms locked, come back up an inch or two only. Squeeze the inner thighs and knees very tightly together. Tuck the tailbone and descend your wall. But I really want you to feel like you're sliding down a wall. If there's a sticky spot and you have healthy knees, Bikram wants you to drop down below that. I usually don't say it first set because I want you to warm your knees up and get a feel if it's new to you. Now just lift the chest and find the wall and point your knees down. You can do this. Squeeze. There. Do that again and squeeze, but do it smoothly. There. Squeeze. Point the knees down. Now push your upper back against the wall and come back up. Use your wall as you come up. Don't hurry. When you're up, that's not a big deal. Rock down. Right foot back to left, arms at your side. Standing pose. Everybody, beautiful. Eagle. Inhale the arms over the head, looking forward. Get a tight grip. We want long arms from the elbows again here, please. Right arm under the left arm. Use momentum to get a tight grip. Arms down, elbows down. Sit down deep into a chair pose, please. Lift the chest high. Don't drop it. Bring the right leg up and over. No kickstand move. No dropping the chest and lifting it back up. No standing up and sitting back down. It's just right leg up and over. Nice, Chuck. Ease your way into your asana. Let the knees come to the right as you lift the chest. So you're trying to balance too high. I want you to lift the chest way up as high as you can and sit down lower and find a low center of gravity. Lift your chest up as high as you can and keep it there so the shoulders are still. So you're going to still the shoulders by lifting the chest. Does that make sense? And change, come back up. Inhale the arms up. Long arms looking forward. Left arm under the right arm. Hands in a prayer, thumbs in front of face or interlace. Arms down, elbows down. Sit down and get a good solid base. Duck, butt, chest up, thighs parallel. Chest as high as you can here. And then left leg up and over the right leg. Never any judgment. You're just trying right. Those are Bikram's words. Try right. Ease your way into it. Don't struggle. Your hips are just tight. You're trying to wrap and your hips are tight today. Some days my foot wraps, some days it doesn't. So there. Now just sit a little lower and lift your chest a little higher until you find a nice sweet spot. Change. You got to lift your chest to keep the shoulders still. Inhale the arms up. Everybody lift the chest to keep your shoulders still. Right arm under the left arm. Arms down, elbows down. Sit down deep into a chair pose. Chest up. Come on down into it. All the way, please. Right leg up and over the left leg. I know what you can do is the issue. Easing your way into the asana. So you're sitting lower, you're lifting the chest, the knees and elbows are coming into alignment as you coil your spring sitting down. But it's not getting harder. You're able to find a low center of gravity and focus on your drishti and maintain a sweet spot. Chest must be lifted to just keep the shoulders still. Come on down into it. You're fighting it. And change, come back up. Inhale the arms up. Left arm under the right arm. You can't fight that one, guys. Arms down, elbows down. Lift your chest up. So everybody, sit down deep. Thighs parallel, lift your chest. Find a nice low center of gravity like your tailbone's weighted here. Don't change that. Left leg up and over. Maintain that weight in the tailbone. And lift your chest up as high as you can to still the shoulders and to bring the weight into the low abdomen. We're doing two things by doing that. And then ease your way a little deeper if you can, knees to the left, chest is always up as high as you can lift it. Don't blink. Settle into it. Don't struggle with it. Change. Come back up, inhale the arms up, long arms. Relax your arms down, chin away from chest, eyes in the mirror. The eyes don't wander because the mind doesn't wander is the ideal. Left leg locks like a lamppost. Foot lock and leg lock. Pick up the right leg so the thighs parallel to the floor with the foot under the knee and the toes flexing back towards your face. And round down, thumbs with the fingers around the ball of the foot. Trying to bring the body down to meet the leg. Lock your left leg like a lamp post is Bikram dialogue. So there shouldn't be any bend at all in your knee. And if you can't get the grip, I'm seeing a good job, nice, of people trying to round down and get it. Everybody that can't get a grip, thank you for working hard. I love it, and I love it. Sometimes I have people standing straight up, and that's not what I want. That's not what Bikram wants. Where is your work? Extend here if you do extend in first set and can maintain it. Just stay, nope, don't extend, just keep with your work. Let's get your eyes up off the floor, though. So you're going to round down. You're standing too straight up. You need to round down and forward, and lock your left leg, and lock it all the way. So lock the left leg all the way. There you go. Think about locking the left leg to lock the right leg. Pull molly. Stand and stretch, everybody. You're in the last part of the posture. And come out one step at a time through a base to a standing pose. Please do to one side what you did to the other. Right leg locks. Pick up the left leg. Thigh parallel. Foot under the knee. Toes flexing back. And round down. Thumbs with the fingers around the ball of the foot. Foot lock, leg lock. Maintain the right leg lock as priority in this 1 minute hold, please. That's all Bikram cares about. Everybody in the room, please hear me clearly, that you can stand for 1 minute on a solid base. Foot lock, leg lock, left thigh parallel, foot under the knee. Caddy's got a perfect base right there. That's what I'm looking for. Extend here if you know you can maintain it. Keep the right leg locked. Don't compromise it. Good. Bend the elbows and pull. Elbows in. Elbows in. Bring your elbows in. Like you're squeezing your legs with your elbows. Now pull your heel up. If you're going to do it, do it. Bend your elbows and engage your bicep and pull the leg up and pull the heel up. That's it. Ryan, beautiful job of it today. Come on into it. Stay in it. Pull. Don't come out of it when I say that. Come deeper into it. And one step at a time, come back out of your posture to a standing pose. Left foot lock, leg lock. Pick up the right leg, thigh parallel, foot under the knee, toes flexing back towards your face, and round down, thumbs with the fingers around the ball of the foot. Keep the elbows in tight. Extend your right heel forward to the front mirror. If both arms and legs lock both, then bend the elbows and round down. And if you wanted to bring forehead to knee, this would be the time to do it. Pull it up. If you're bringing forehead to knee, you've really got to pull with biceps. So pull your leg up higher with your biceps. Bend your elbows and pull the heel up. Just pull it up. And come out nicely one step at a time through a good base. Thank you. Standing pose. I sure like that. Sing the last note well. Right foot lock, leg lock. Pick up the left leg, thigh parallel, foot under the knee, toes flexing back. Round down, thumbs with the fingers around the ball of the foot. Eyes off the floor, please. No one should be looking at the floor. Extend the left heel forward to the front mirror. So everybody eyes off floor. Bend the elbows, round down. If it's in your practice, go ahead, Caddy. Bend the elbows and pull. Bend the elbows. Give it a pull. So really engage your biceps, everybody. Bend the elbows and pull. Keep your base leg lock. Chuck, keep the base leg lock, base leg lock, base leg lock. That's better on this side. Good. Straighten your arms first. Come out through a good base. That was good. Standing pose. People ask what is so unique about the yoga they practice here after they've done it for the first time. It's like there's just something different. This is what's different, folks. This is the yoga. That you can practice a standing pose, that you can practice a dead pose. Stay in your practice. Left hand reaches to the ceiling. It's that simple. I mean, it's really that basic and that simple. Bring the right hand straight back behind you. Pick up the right ankle from the inside. And you guys are good. You're disciplined. You know what you're doing. Technically correct. Always technically correct. Bring the knee. So get a straight line down the mat. Don't twist here. Kick back, reach forward. Open your shoulders first. Open the shoulders first, everybody. Make a nice bow. Jake, show them how to make a nice big bow. Let's get that on Jake. Open up the shoulders, left shoulder to the chin. If you can get something on Jake, get it on him. Lift the chest up, so you're bringing the body forward with the power of the kick. As you lift the chest, you're not dropping the chest. By lifting the chest and kicking and reaching, the body starts to come forward. Rebecca, stay right there. Don't go any deeper. Just stand there and stretch, but stretch your shoulders. Reach forward. Just let it ease open. Don't rip it open. There. Keep stretching your shoulders open. Like somebody else is helping. Just open up, kick back, reach forward. Stand it with the kick. You can't come out of the kick. You can't drop the chest. And reach for your base, please. Bring the knee in, Jake. Standing pose. Right hand reaches up. Left elbow on the left hip, palm up. Bring the left hand back behind you. Pick up the ankle from the inside. Touch your knees together first. Bring the knee in, shoulder back. Nice base. And open it up. So the first thing you do is kick back and reach forward and open the shoulders and make a bow. David, nice. And for a lot of y'all in the room, this is a standing shoulder and upper back stretch you're doing. It helps me to balance when I think that way. So I lift the chest, and I just, like our first 1 minute half moon we did, I let the body open. But you can't hold back. You've got to create that bow right away, and then let the bow open up deeper as you drive into the posture with the consistent kick and the consistent reach. Abby, stay right there. Don't go any deeper. Just lift both hands up. Just stand there and stretch and maintain it with a nice consistent kick. So just stay right there. I want to be able to run into you and have you so solid you don't budge there. And reach for your base. Come back out nicely, knee in. Standing pose. I see what the problem is. I'm not really supposed to give y'all a lot of time here, but I want to see a nice second set. Ready, set? Left hand reaches to the ceiling, right elbow on the right hip, palm faces up. Bring the right hand straight back behind you. Pick up the right ankle from the inside without twisting your wrist. There we go. That's the problem. No, give me your hand. This way. And now all the way up here. Grab all the way up here. Now your shoulders will open. Open your shoulders. Look at Jess's shoulders. Kick back, reach forward. You're not twisting to do it. So just right there, you want to open the shoulders. Reach forward, kick back, just stand and stretch. But it's a consistent, but you can't back out. You're lifting the chest. It's a consistent reach. It's a really consistent kick. So you're constantly trying to go a little bit deeper. That's the trick to maintaining some of these balancing postures. You're standing and stretching, but you're easing your way deeper into the asana as you go. Open it up, Tricia. Don't worry about bringing your chest down. Worry about opening the shoulders up. Open it up. Make your bow. Make your bow. There it is. Feel it? And reach for your base. That was a real good correction. Standing pose. No judgment. Just standing. How's this posture? Actually, you're welcome to judge. How's your standing pose? That's what we're doing. Right hand reaches up, left elbow on the left hip, palm up. Bring the left hand back behind you. Pick up the ankle from the inside. Nope, turn your hand around. Yep. Touch your knees together. Don't do anything. Kick back, reach forward. Don't do anything. Now you do that. You maintain that by kicking back and reaching forward. Right there. And if the body wants to come forward, it can. Lift the chest, kick it forward. Now lift the chest, just stand there and stretch. So find a sweet spot where you stand and stretch. You've got to keep on a consistent kick. You can do this. Straighten it out, straighten it out. And come back out nicely. Bring the knee in, reaching for base. Standing pose, that's all right. Move to the back of the mat. Please don't turn your back on your reflection. Inhale your arms over that, interlace the fingers, extend the index fingers, cross the thumbs, chin up, arms back, stretch up, and glue your palms together. Step forward on the right leg, bring your left foot up off of the floor, and pivot. Lifted through the chest, chin away from chest. I like the eyes in the front mirror, folks. That's the way Bikram was originally trained to teach it, with hands in a prayer, warrior 3 basically, not basically, exactly. Change, come back up. Step the right leg back, lock it out here, chin up, arms back, stretch up and glue the palms. Step forward on the left leg. Bring your right foot up off of the floor. Keep the foot flat to the ceiling as you pivot. Lifting the arms, lifting the chest. Stretching long like a human tug of war right now. Again, eyes in the mirror is my preference. Just legs heavy like there's a leg weight. Change, come back up. Step the left leg back. Bring your arms to your side, and please practice standing pose. We'll call it mountain pose right today. Tadasana. This is mountain pose. All right, Bikram was originally trained to teach this posture with the hands in a prayer, eyes in the mirror, really on the third eye, on the outside knuckle of the thumb drishti. That's the way I really like it, only fingers interlaced. If you want to look at the floor, you've still got to look ahead of you, at least 3 to 4 feet. We want the chin away from the chest to keep the upper back flat and lifted. And I'm going to repeat, I really prefer the gaze in the front mirror. Mark's ready to go. Inhale the arms over the head, interlace the fingers, opposite pinky in front, chin up, arms back, stretch up and glue your palms tightly, step forward on the right leg, bring your left foot up, lock it out like a teeter-totter, and lift. So you're lifting everything but the hip. Rotate the hip down. So the leg can be heavy, the chest can be heavy, the arms can be heavy. Point at your third eye. Point at your forehead. You have a laser pointer out of your index finger. Point at your forehead. Change. Come back up. Step the right leg back. Nice. Step the left leg forward. Chin up. Arms back. Lock it out and pivot. Sometimes I'll think about lifting the leg to bring the body forward as you lift the chest. The leg is heavy. The chest is heavy. Trish, rotate your hip down and lift your leg up and really give it a good lift. Lift, lift, lift. Change. Come back up. Step back. Arms to your side. Pivot to the left 90 degrees. You should be at the left side of your mat. You're doing beautifully. Inhale the arms over the head. Touch your palms together. Step to the right. Arms parallel to the floor. Wrists over the ankles. Turn your toes in so you're pigeon-toed and swan dive. Flat back, chin away from chest. Look forward. Look forward, David. So it lifts the upper back and flattens the back. So we're opening energy channels. We want to keep the back flat all the way to the floor. And then slide the hands down the back legs, cup the heels from behind. If you can get the sides of the feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people right now, I'm counting, have it. You can work your hands behind your heels. Bikram says you can, and I agree with him. If you can get your hands on the sides of the feet, you can probably work them behind your heels. Try right, and really pull. Flat back all the way. I'm just going to keep bugging you. I want you to touch all the way back here, and I'm really not joking. That's where I want your forehead, all the way back there, or nose. And you can do it. You will do it. Change. Chin away from chest, arms to your side. Lift, inhale, flat back. Come up with a flat back, please. Stay there. Stay there. Pivot out on your right heel. You might have to shorten your stance a little bit. Lunge into the right leg. Palms forward, chin to back, left shoulder, and tilt. Right elbow to the inside of the right knee. Push your knee back with your elbow as you lift through the back left thigh. Pulling back on your right heel. It's a nice hip opener right here, folks. Keep the back leg supported and strong. And hold your lunge. Come back up. Don't struggle here. Stay here. Right leg straightens. Toes in, left toes out. Keep your left hip forward. Lunge into the left leg. Make this very mechanical here, folks. Get a good solid base today coming from our separate leg stretching. Palms forward, chin to back right shoulder, and tilt. So it's super important we have a solid base in that transition we just made. Push the knee back with the elbow, and that looks good. Bring your chin into your shoulder and look up. It's the outside knuckle of the thumb that's your drishti right now, folks, as you push the knee back with the elbow. There's a lifting and an opening happening, and look at you opening up your hip today. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah, you. Hold the lunge and come back up. Straighten the left leg. I can see it. Left toes in, right foot back to left, arms over your head. Come on back. Relax your arms down to your side. Come on back, Mark. Everybody standing pose. So let go of everything we've completed and practice standing pose. Like you don't know where we're going in the maze. Like you're open to any direction we go in right now. Second set. Inhale the arms over there. Touch your palms together. Step to the right. Arms parallel, wrists over ankles. Pivot out on the right heel and lunge into the right leg, keeping your right hip forward. Palms forward, chin to back, left shoulder, and tilt, elbow to knee. Back leg is locked like a lamppost. A Bikram leg lock is locked solid, one piece like a lamppost. You're squeezing it. You're pushing the knee back with the elbow. Breathing easily into the wide open left lung right now is part of the trick of the posture. You don't have to labor for breath. Your left lung is wide open. Nice, George. Hold the lunge and come back up. And stay strong here. Straighten the right leg. Good today, Deb. Right toes in, left toes out. Lunge into the left leg, keeping your left hip forward. So chin over chest here, chin over chest. Palms forward, chin to back shoulder. Don't telegraph. And tilt. Don't show me what you're going to do, please. This is a great hip opener. If you have tight hips, you're pushing the knee back intentionally with the elbow getting into the hip, lifting through the right middle rib cage, lifting through the back right thigh, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Hold your lunge tightly, come back up, keep the squeeze. Straighten the left leg, left toes in, right foot back to left, arms over your head. Relax your arms down to your side and release the posture completely. The benefit is in the release. Opening energy channels, letting that energy circulate, prana circulate. Inhale the arms over the head, make a prayer, cross the thumbs, keep your arms locked, step 3 feet to the right. Pick up the toes, pivot on the heels to the front of the yoga room, and then twist, twist, twist. Twist, 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 twist. Right hip up and back, left hip down and forward. Tuck the chin, look past your collarbones and round down. Trying to bring the forehead to the knee. Bend the knee as much as you need to get the forehead to knee contact. And then pushing the knee back gently with your forehead. Probably one set of this today. So as you start to lock the right leg out, you're going to be able to bring the right hip up and back. The ideal is eventually to keep the hips nice and square. Like I'm putting a glass of water in your sacrum. David, you're doing a good job doing that. Hips are square. Straighten your right leg first. Also, round back up. John, beautiful. Come back up, pushing through the big toe. When you are up, pivot on the heels to the left. To the left again, all the way to the back of the yoga room. And twist, 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 twist your hips and shoulders. Tuck the chin and round down. Forehead to knee. Bend the knee as much as you need to. You've got to get that choked sensation. Applying a compression right now to the thyroid and the parathyroid. Balancing your blood sugar. Giving this energy for our floor series. And lock the left leg first. Push through the big toe ball of the foot. Round back up. Arms with ears. Lock your leg all the way back up. I'm going to train you. And when you're up, pivot to the right on your heels. On your heels, right foot back to left, arms at your side, standing pose. Please pivot to the front of the yoga room. Practicing yoga in a yoga posture. Left foot lock, leg lock. Pick up the right leg. Right foot flat to the ceiling, knee back. Work the heel up as you work the knee down and back. Right hand comes prayer. We will be doing 2 sets today. We have people that do toe stand in the room. Always good to warm the hip up for our toe stand. Stand with stature. It's called maintaining the Tadasana. And that's what we want to do right now. We really want to maintain the Tadasana. And release the right leg down. Pick up the left foot, bottom of the left foot flat to the ceiling. Working the heel up with the right hand, knee down and back with the left hand. The left hand comes prayer. Foot lock, leg lock, Mula Bandha, abdominal lock. Uddiyana Bandha does not mean abdominal lock. Teachers have been saying that wrong, incorrectly for years. It's not an abdominal lock. It means upward lifting. And release the left leg down. The abdominal lock is important here. Foot lock, leg lock. Pick up the right foot flat to the ceiling. Work the knee down and back. Make it tight if you're coming to toe stand. Both hands come to prayer. And hinge at the hips and fold. Don't make the forward bend a biggie if you're going to do it. Go ahead, give it a try. Yeah. If you're thinking about it, do it, right? I hear you clearly. Knee down, chest up. So it starts out both hands on the floor, then the right hand on the floor, and left hand comes to prayer. Don't be in a big hurry to pick both hands up. It's when you get the chest lifted, eventually they just come up. I really like where you're working right now. That's perfect. Please stay right there. That is where your work is. You're doing it. And come back up. Push away, cloud nice. Standing pose. It's such a big deal, guys. For maximum benefit, know where your work is. Do your work, not somebody else's work. Right foot lock, leg lock. Pick up the left foot, bottom of the foot, flat to the ceiling. Not what you think it is, what it is. It's different things sometimes. Both hands come prayer, hinge at the hips and fold. Don't make the forward bend a big deal. Eventually coming up and down with no hands. I used to be able to do that. Used to. Lift the chest, not sitting on the heels, a big deal. If you want to be good at this posture, folks, there's always a time you're going to fall back out of it. The correct fall is backwards on your butt. Knee down, chest up. That's just perfect. It's picture perfect. Stay there, please. And come back up. Push away firmly. Make that clean too, please. Come back up. Just lifting up, lifting up. Just lift through that. Standing pose. Dead pose. Was that easy? Because you guys really made it look easy. That's the truth. It's really beautiful. My yoga teacher used to say all the time, the art of the art is the art that conceals the art. I didn't have any idea really what he was talking about until I started practicing Bikram yoga a decade or so later. 5, 6 years maybe. The art of the art is the art that conceals the art. You make it look easy, working at 100%. In yoga, that translates into there's an ease in your yoga practice. That's really what we want, right? Sukha, a lightness of being, an ease. Not easy, an ease. Dead body pose. Bikram wants your eyes open. I actually prefer you close your eyes, but if you want them open, that's great. Eventually, it's seamless. It doesn't matter. Eventually, it doesn't matter. I want you to stay present with your breath, not drifting off or spacing out. I trust my students to stay present with their breath and just breathe. That's all. It's not just a release, it's a surrender. It's a complete surrender into dead pose. Surrendering time, surrendering temperature, surrendering ego, intellect, senses, and learning to just breathe in dead body pose. This is what's powerful about Bikram yoga. If your eyes are closed, slowly open the eyes. Not open the eyes. Find a drishti. Please keep your eyes open for the remainder of the class. We want to save that effect for our final dead pose. Bend the right knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers. Nice tight grip down to the webbing. Pull your right knee into your right shoulder. I've got some really, really nice yoga practice in this room right now. Elbows close, chin tucked. Get a good grip. It's part of the posture. And you're an athlete. I don't know what you do, but you do something. Push through your heel. Pull the toes back. You're super coachable. So elbows in. You want to feel a stretch up and down, opening the back and hip, and then it's straight down. Bikram wants to straight down. I teach this posture a little uniquely. I want you to really push through the heel and get a nice stretch, bringing the knee into the shoulder all the way, and then it's the down pull that's the big deal around here. In Bikram yoga, applying that compression to your ascending colon, but it's a strong down pull. Bikram says your knuckles should turn white. You're pulling so hard. And release the right leg down. Bring the left leg up. Change your grip. Since we do one set in our abbreviated class, pull the left knee into the left shoulder. Chin tucked, elbows in tight. So get that stretch, pull the toes back, push through the heel, pull the knee into the shoulder, and then down. Then a strong down. Use those muscles here. Usable muscle. Pull, 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 pull. Elbows in. You're so smart to be here. And release the left leg down. Nice. Beautiful, guys. Bring both knees into the chest. Like I said earlier, just a very well-trained room today. Make a big bear hug, grab your opposite elbows. That's why every little thing matters. That's not a posture in Bikram yoga. I know it feels good. There's no extra postures. So in Bikram yoga, there's no modifying. There's no props. There's no extra little postures between postures, releases, anything like that. It's just boom, boom. You do what you're there to do. Squeeze the knees, bear hug them. Transverse colon's getting a compression here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. That's what I want you to feel. Feel that? Open your eyes. And release, legs straight up to the ceiling, hands under the hips, palms down. Slowly lower the legs. Don't let your eyes wander, please. You all right? I know. Dead body pose. I can hear you. Palms up. Imagine that. Inhale your arms over that. Flex your feet back. Cross the thumbs and dive for the toes. Double pump, double exhale. Bikram calls this a Cobra series. Spinal strengthening. Lie down on your stomach. Face yourself in the front mirror. Hands under the shoulders, arms close, elbows high. Lock your legs, I'm fussy about cobra's tails like I am chaturangas, folks. Lock your legs out, exhale, and on inhale, look up and pull up. Don't push with the hands, pull with the back. You're pulling the elbows back towards the hips. Yeah, you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull with your lower back. So I'm going to be repetitive. You've got to really lock the legs to access your low back muscles. So the cobra's tail is critical. Squeeze it, push it into the floor, and the more you can lock your legs, the more you can feel your lower back get involved in it. Pull the elbows back and come down slowly. Left ear on the ground, look right. We're just going to say that you're going to be in the next course. There's 4 other people in this room that are going to be in it. It's just meant. I think it's meant with the interest you've put into this lately. Chin flat on the floor. I see your interest. Same posture. Hands under the shoulders. Arms close. Lock the legs. Make your cobra's tail. Squeeze the legs. Exhale. Inhale up. So go to that hard end feel where you stopped last time. How can you go a little deeper? By pulling heavier. By lifting a heavier weight. By pulling more. Elbows back. Squeeze the legs. Use the legs to get into the low back. And come down slowly. Right ear on the ground. Look left. Dead body pose. Come on down, David. And let it go. That release is what's important. You have good usable muscle. Chin flat on the floor. Pick up the hips. 1 set today, probably. Yes, we'll do 1 set. Arms under the body. Palms down. Look in the front of the yoga space. Relax your left leg. Lock your right leg like a lamp post. And pick up the locked right leg. Stretch it back. So try to keep the foot flat to the ceiling. A lot of y'all need to rotate the hip down a little bit to do that. Foot flat as you look in the mirror. Squeeze it all the way. Get the bend out of the knees. Look forward if you can. And bring the right leg down, the correct right leg. Relax the right leg. Lock the left leg. Pick up the locked left leg. Locked out solid, one piece like a lamppost. If I took you by the ankle and pulled you back, I don't want to create any more space out of your leg than you've already got. I'm just going to lightly pull through your leg. That's what I want. The leg just there. That's a big deal. Bring your left leg down. Thank you. Bury the face in the towel. Move your hands closer to the knees. I know it's not easy. Some of these little things, guys, they take everything. They're important. Lock the legs. Lock your body. Bury the face. Reach to your knees, and on inhale, push both legs up off of the ground. The closer you can reach your knees, the shorter your legs get. You get better leverage, and it's easier is basically what that means. Upper back strength, pushing through the palms. Push it up, stay there, push into it, make them shake. And down slowly. Left ear on the ground, look right. Abby, you got a great little yoga practice here. You know, if you keep showing up here, I'm going to take credit for it, right? I'm going to tell everybody that I trained you, right? Well, you think it's funny? I'm going to. I want to be proud of your practice. Chin flat on the floor. Arms out to the side like airplane wings. It's really nice. Lock your legs out. Make a cobra's tail. This is a 10-second posture, folks, by the book Bikram Yoga. But I don't want you to think about time. Make a cobra's tail. Inhale, lift everything up. Own your space, John. Inhale up, inhale. So inhale up again. Now lock your legs. Get those the leg lock here. It's that same thing I just did. I can pull them out. There. Standardize that. Up. Inhale up. Hands out in front of you, shoulder width. Feet come to hip width. Inhale up. Everybody look up, lift up, look up, lift up. Everything up with an inhale. Look up, David. And down slowly. Immediately release. Right ear on the ground. Look left. Don't sit there letting it go. Let it go, Mark. Right ear on the ground. Look left. That's all right. So by design, we're getting a complete stretch on the neck here, bringing the right stretch on the neck, bringing the complete right ear on the ground and feeling the weight of the head. Chin flat on the floor. Bend the knees. Bring the heels to the hips. Grab your feet, thumbs to the fingers, 2 inches below the toes. Bikram wants feet, knees, and heels to be 6 inches apart for everybody. Press the soft part of the belly into the floor. You're going to kick back to kick up. Kick back to kick up. I've always said kick up, but really Bikram dialogue says kick back. You're kicking back, and then when you get that hard stop, it's up and forward. Look up, pick it up. If you got a deep bow, I want you to think about picking your feet straight up to the ceiling and look up, because some of you guys have some really nice deep bows here. Where is your hard stop? If I hook you by the heels and pick you up, can I bring you up any higher? Jake's at a total hard stop here. Another hard stops everywhere through here, hard stops. Nice, George. And come down slowly. That's a nice bow, Rebecca. Left ear on the ground, look right. Dead pose. It's kind of cool. Sometimes I can see in some of your bodies your heart rate up, really up, and see your breath smooth and under control at the same time. It's cool. I'm saying that because I'm seeing quite a few of y'all do that right now. I can see the heart rate's up, but the breath is smooth and controlled. And it's all settling, right? You feel that settling? That's really what's important, is that settling right there that just happened. Let's squeeze all the juice out of the orange here, folks. Chin flat on the floor. Bend the knees. Bring the heels to the hips. Grab the feet, thumbs with the fingers. Press the soft part of the belly into the floor, low abdomen into the floor, and kick straight up. You want to try this? No? Okay. I'm going to train you. Kick, kick, kick. So if I hook your heels and pick you up, can I bring you up any higher? Is that your hard stop? All the way up. Kick it up, pick it up, all the way up to hard end. Feel all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Now look up, open up, and bring the weight forward. Wherever you are, bring the weight forward as you lift the chest. Kick to do it. And down slowly. Right ear on the ground, look left. Dead body pose. Come to the top of the mat, fix firm, knees together, separate your feet as wide as you need to so you can sit the hips flat on the floor. Heels tight against the hips, but not sitting on the heels. And then, if it's safe and healthy for you, come back, one hand, one elbow. If it feels like you're forcing your knees down, stop. If you can come all the way back, one shoulder. I've been saying it in pretty much every class I teach lately, guys, that we don't spend a lot of time stretching your quads and your hips in these classes does not mean that it's unimportant. It's extremely important. What it means is we don't have the time to do it here. It really takes some time to get into the quads and get into your hips, and we just don't have the time. And it's simple stuff. It's really simple stuff. So I'm really suggesting you do that on your own. Doing abs on your own is a good idea. We don't do a lot of abs here anymore. Well, unless you come to Claudia's class. I guess she gets down and does them with you. She scares the hell out of me, you know. And come back up. True. One shoulder, one elbow, one hand at a time up. When you're up, come to the back of the towel or mat. Just let's have flow right to the back of the towel or mat. Toes and heels together. What does a hero pose look like? What does a hero pose look like? Because that's really, as we transition, I'd kind of like you to just come into a nice hero pose. Inhale the arms over the head. Stretch your arms long, palms tight, cross the thumbs, and stretch forward. Hips on the heels, long and flat. Look ahead of you. Try to touch the tip of the nose to the floor as you lift. Tip of the nose. So chin away from chest, everybody. Get the upper back long and flat. And then the trick is to rotate your wrists up and forward. I'm going to just push you back a little bit from here, all the way back, all the way, 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 all the way. There you go. Now bring your palms together, cross your thumbs, don't move your hips, and you're going to rotate your wrists like this as you, nope, let me do it. You're going to do this. I know, and lift your elbows up. It's not comfortable, but that's what's flattening your back is that wrist rotation as you're pushing the hips down. So the ideal here is to lengthen the spine right now. We're tractioning the spine. We're stretching it long. If you don't have this wrist rotation and elbows lifted, hips down, you're not doing that. You just got a version of a child's pose happening. We want to create space so we can bend it back and twist it. Chin away from chest. Lift your elbows high. And inhale, stretch forward and then up. We've got to get a little better technique there. Come on up, David. Inhale up. Hips on heels. Nice. I like that. Exhale your arms to your side. Dead body pose. No water. No water. Really bad place for water. We want the fire right now. Everything that you've completed has been for the big back bends we're about to do. We don't do 12 sets of wheel, we do 2 sets of camel. These back bends are really important. We want to get the full range of motion of the spine and opening up huge energy channels here, including your heart chakra, right? Including the heart chakra. Inhale your arms over the head, flex your feet back, cross the thumbs, dive for the toes, double pump, double exhale. Thank you. I hear all that. Thank you. Come to the top of the towel, stand on the knees. You can do this. Stand on the knees. Lift through the thighs. Draw your low abs in and look back and go back. And look back and go back. So if you can do that, you can do a camel. You're doing the exact same thing with your body that you're doing in camel pose. Reach back if it's in your practice. I'm not sure what's going on, but that's like all your body's doing. Can you push your low abdomen forward a little bit and open up unless it doesn't feel good? And come back up supported. Support your sacrum. Lift the chest. Always sit back, hips to heels for release. Dead body pose. I'd like you to slow your heart rate and shallow your breath. Eyes open on a drishti, not wandering. That's a big, so breath is number 1, drishti is number 2. Practicing dead body pose right now. Not lying on the floor in a yoga room. Practicing yoga into really, to Patanjali, what the only posture that was important is. Dead body pose. There's no other postures that really matter to Patanjali. Sitting comfortably in dead body pose. It's all about Shavasana. One more time. Inhale the arms over the head. Flex your feet back. Cross the thumbs. Dive for the toes. Double pump, double exhale. You had a nice break there. Let's do a big back bend. Come to the top of the towel. Standing on the knees. Knees can be, don't have to be, a little bit wider here. Lift your thighs. You don't want to try caddy? No? Look back, go back. Look back, go back. Hard and feel, and then if it's in your practice today, reach back. You do not have to reach back. It's not more or less successful or correct. Look back further, though. Can you look all the way to the back wall? All the way to the back wall. Chest up, chest up. I'd rather that you're supported and off your toes. That's a modification in Bikram. Come back up. Takes about 30% off the posture. Sit back, hips to heels. Dead body pose. And everything's nice and uniform in a Bikram yoga room. No alternate postures. No props. No modifying. Just Bikram yoga. Try right. That's the modification to Bikram. Try right. Your best effort in the posture. Inhale your arms over there. Flex your feet back. Cross the thumbs. Dive for the toes. Double pump, double exhale. Middle of the towel, feet, knees, heels together, hips on the heels. Get a good grip, fingers inside on your heels. Grab your heels, fingers inside, thumbs outside. You might have to check it halfway down. Tuck the chin, look past your collarbones and separate each vertebra from the last. Round down. So there's no clumps coming down together and then trying to round the back. Every vertebra separates to bring the forehead to the knees. Walk the knees up if you need to make that contact. And then nice tight grip, heels together. Lift the hips up till the arms pull straight and then pull so hard with the arms there's no weight in the head. So you're lifting the hips, no weight in the head, 0. Arms should be straight. So lift the hips up till the arms are... So it's almost a bow tension I'm looking for here. As you lift the hips, everybody, if you have bent elbows and you haven't lost full range of motion in your arms should be straight right now. So what that means is you have to lift your hips more to do that and get that tension in there and bring the hips forward and pull and pull and pull and pull so there's no weight in the head. And bring the hips on the heels first. Take your time to come back up. Stack each vertebra. Don't hurry here. We're going to skip a dead pose. If you're a yoga teacher, never say we're going to. Sit down on your buttocks. Bring the right leg out to a 1 o'clock position. Left foot into the inner thigh. Both sits bones in the floor, facing forward. That's all right. No hurry. Inhale the arms over the head. Interlace the fingers. Interlace the fingers. Twist over the right leg. Twist, twist, twist. Tuck the chin and round down. Left shoulder down and forward. Bend the knee as much as you need to. Let's get forehead to knee, please. This is not about stretching the hamstring as much as it is balancing the blood sugar. So everybody bend your knee as much as you need to get your forehead in contact with the knee. Round the back to do it. And then if you feel like you can straighten the leg a little bit more, gently press the forehead and the knee, pull the toes back to do it. Stay in breath, stay in posture. Left knee to the floor. If you feel this through your left hip, low back a little bit, those are hamstring attachments. They will stretch a little bit. And come back up, round back up. Arms with ears at the top. Everybody up, please. Left leg out, right foot in. Twist over the left leg. And tuck the chin, round down. Right shoulder down and forward. You've got to pull a little harder with the right arm than the left arm. Outside arm to pull the shoulder down and center the spine. And then forehead to knee, gently pressing the forehead into the knee. You can pull the toes back and push through the heel. Elbows close. If your elbows are all the way on the ground, the way I was trained is we use the arms like a fulcrum to pick the heel up. Some different teachers teach that differently. And come back up, arms over the head. Both legs out in front of you. Lie down on the back to realign the spine. Dive for the toes, double pump, double exhale, forehead to the knees. Hook the big toes with your first two fingers and walk off of the sits bones to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Lift your chest, push through the heel. So lift your chest up so the back's flat. Everybody, lift your chest up. Some of you have round upper backs. Lift it up really high. And then pull straight forward. Keep the back flat all the way forward to the front mirror. Looking between your brows at your third eye wrist, you're pulling the collarbones forward to the front mirror, lower abdomen towards your thighs. Push through the heels, pull the toes back, and really get your back involved in pulling here. Change, come back up, stay there. Shake it out here. Just windshield wiper your legs out. Bend your left knee in so it points straight ahead of you. Bring the right leg up and over so you have an ankle to knee contact. Both sits bones should be in contact with the floor. Careful you're not sitting on the heel. Bring the right hand all the way back behind you like a jack, not a kickstand. Right hand behind the back. Reach your left hand up and bring the left arm over the top knee. Work the knee back with the elbow. Try to round your left hand over the bottom knee. So it's a big stretch up and then look over the shoulder. Can you bring your shoulder back, Caddy, this way? Can you look over your shoulder and bring your shoulder back? There. Yes, you can. So it's a lift through the chest, and then you're going to bring everything back. Look over your shoulder. Let the body follow the head, but we're going to turn the shoulder and look over the shoulder. Inhale up. Get some more space, everybody. Bring space into the body and ring it out on exhale. Look over your shoulder more. Let that shoulder open up. And come back to center position. Same thing on the other side. Bend the right knee in so it points straight ahead of you. Left leg up and over, ankle to knee, not sitting on the heel. Sits bones in the floor. Left hand behind the back. Reach the right hand up. Keep it high and bring it up and over the knee. So you're keeping the shoulders up the entire time as you make your entry into the twist. Push the knee back with the elbow. Left hand is a jack. It's not a kickstand. You're not leaning back into it. It's pushing the chest up. It's centering the shoulders. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, look over left shoulder. So everybody try to bring your left shoulder back further as you look further. Take a big inhale and bring your left shoulder back on the exhale and look further. And come back to a center position. And turn around, lie down, dead body pose. Everybody, every repetition, upper back stays still. It's just lower belly doing all the work here. Focus on the exhales. Make it hurt. Blood out of the eyeball, snot out of the nose. Inhale the arms over the head. Breath of fire. Flex your feet back. Cross the thumbs and dive for the toes. Double pump, double exhale. Come to the top of the towel. Feet, knees, heels together. Hips on the heels. Round the hands over the knees. Lock the arms out. Hero pose. If this is not healthy for your knees, don't do it. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. You can sit Sukhasana, legs crossed, or even legs out in front of you if you had stuff going with your knees. What's important is the long, straight spine right now. Everybody, relax your belly out. Take an inhale into it. It's kind of counterintuitive. Ready, set, here we go. Strong, crisp breath. Like a march. Keep the pace. Keep the pace. Everybody. Faster. Everybody. Faster. Dead pose, right in dead pose. Right into dead pose. No scratching, no itching, no water. Dead pose, please. No water. This is no water break. Just dead pose. The truth is, I don't want you to have to do anything right now, but just intend to be in dead pose. Everything you've completed was designed to prepare you for this. That means you don't have to do anything. You've already done everything. Just breathe. That's all. Take a long, slow inhale through the nose. Make the lungs big and uncomfortably full. Everybody, big, full lungs, please. Let go and fall. And just surrender and practice dead pose. Namaste.